Have you ever wondered why native English speakers give you a side eye? What? Well, the reason could be that you accidentally breach communication norms, making you sound less polite than you intended. Hi there. I'm Anna Gunderbura. Guess what? I'm your English and effective communication coach. In this video, we are going to break down 3 things that cause you to sound impolite. We also provide tips and useful phrases and solutions to make your communication more professional. But before we dive into it, I want to make sure that you have subscribed to the English for IT channel because I want you to get your free English lesson daily. The first reason why you sound impolite is because you use too many imperatives. Now, imperatives are forms like do this, do that, tell me, give me, etc., right? So be careful because in English, these forms often sound rude. It's best to choose different constructions in most cases. For example, please review my work and give me feedback. Is it good or not? What do you think? Well, let me know in the comments, okay? Even though in this phrase we say please, this phrase still sounds a little bit rude because of the direct imperatives. Give me feedback. Review my work. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to make this message more polite, you can say the following phrase. Could you review my work and give me feedback? I would really appreciate it. This is a small change we made, but it makes a big difference. When you phrase your request as a question and you add a thank you at the end, you automatically sound more polite and definitely more professional. Does this mean you need to avoid imperatives completely? What do you think? Should you stop saying, tell me, give me, etc.? No, it doesn't mean you have to avoid using them completely. You can still use them, but try to use them in fixed expressions that native English speakers often use themselves. And I will give you an example of such an expression. Let me know. Let me know. This phrase still sounds polite and friendly, even though it is an imperative. But we use let me know instead of tell me. For example, please tell me when you're free. No. Please let me know when you're free. Yes. The second reason why you might sound rude is when you use awkward phrases, which are okay in your language, but they sound rude when you translate them into English. And this is exactly what I mean by saying awkward phrases, right? So they are unnatural sounding phrases translated directly from your first language into English. Now, picture a situation. Someone asks you for help, so you translate the words directly from your first language and you end up saying something like, I will help you with pleasure, right? Well, this phrase doesn't sound natural in English. It doesn't sound wrong grammatically or anything, but it's not natural. It would be more common to say, I will be happy to help you. These awkward phrases can cause all sorts of mishaps, all sorts of problems or mistakes, right? They may sound a little comical on some occasions. They can cause confusion on others. And in some cases, they will make you come off, seem rude and even disrespectful. And we don't want that. Here are a few examples. Don't say, I'm satisfied with the work you did. It's okay. Do say, you did great, amazing, awesome work. I'm happy with it. It sounds very natural in English. Don't say, I didn't understand. Do you agree with this idea or not? No. Do say, let me confirm to make sure I got it right. Are you on board with my idea? Don't say, so that's our plan for the next week. Is it clear? Oh, very aggressive even. Do say, so that's our plan for next week. Do you have any questions so far? Do you have any questions at this point? Now, here's a question. How do you avoid the pitfall, the danger of your message getting lost in translation? What do you think? You need to learn expressions and common phrases instead of translating your thoughts word per word, okay? Don't do that. And if you want to learn the most frequently used and the most important phrases for work communication, I have a solution for you. You need to join the English for Tech course, our flagship course, and this is one of my favorite courses. It will teach you everything you need to know in just 7 weeks. Imagine. I will share more information in the description of this video, as well as a special offer for you. And finally, you actually might sound passive aggressive when speaking English without even realizing it. As a general rule of thumb, you need to be sure to avoid negative emotions in business communication, as this is most likely to make you sound passive aggressive. Namely, I want you to watch out for the following passive aggressive tactics. There are 3 of them that I'm going to talk about now. The first one is sarcasm. So don't say something like, well, that's a very interesting answer. Should I just sit around waiting for you to get the job done? Sarcasm is unnecessary in business context. Instead, you can say something like, when would you be able to provide a working prototype? I'm asking this so that we can plan our next steps, right? You given the question, you're giving more information, all good. The second tactic to avoid is backhanded compliments, also known as an insult phrased as a compliment. For example, it's interesting how you interpreted the job requirements in such a different way. Maybe you should be a recruiter instead of a developer. Instead, you can say, I appreciate your interpretation, but I'm afraid it doesn't align with the job requirements. I encourage you to carefully review them again. Thank you. And the third tactic is criticism. So don't say something like, your resume is certainly unique. I like your creative approach to formatting when the resume looks really bad, right? Instead, be helpful and honest and say, consider using a professional resume template to help you avoid formatting mistakes. So be helpful. You don't have to be an asshole, actually. All right, so that's all on my end today. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments and also share this video with your team. And if you want to upgrade your English, if you want to get to the next level of your English and communication skills, join our English for Tech community, where you will be able to improve your vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, speaking, writing, and soft skills. And of course, I'll see you in the next video.